What if the Renault Captur 2025 looks like a smart, efficient SUV, but one overlooked? Problem could leave you facing a very expensive repair bill. The new Captur brings sharper styling, modern technology, hybrid efficiency, and the impressive 10.4-inch open-R link system. But underneath that polished package, there are several areas buyers should pay close attention to. Welcome back to Supercar. Today, we're breaking down 5 potentially expensive Renault Captur 2025 problems you need to know before buying or keeping one. And make sure you subscribe, because we cover the real-world problems, costs, and ownership risks that manufacturers don't always advertise. Problem number 5. Infotainment and electronic glitches. Here's the first warning. Modern technology is great until one software problem starts affecting multiple systems at once. The 2025 Captur uses Renault's 10.4-inch open-R link multimedia system with features such as Google built-in, navigation, voice control, and smartphone connectivity depending on specification. While this system is one of the Captur's biggest selling points, electronic and software-related faults are worth watching closely. Reports involving Renault Captur models include infotainment freezes, unexpected reboots, warning messages, connectivity problems, and other electronic glitches. And here's where the cost can surprise you. A software glitch may be solved with an update, but persistent electrical faults can require diagnostic work, replacement modules, or extensive troubleshooting. So before buying a Captur, don't just test the engine. Test the touchscreen, cameras, parking sensors, Bluetooth, smartphone connection, navigation, steering wheel controls, and every warning system you can. A screen that freezes once may be annoying. A recurring electronic fault can become expensive. Problem number 4. Hybrid transmission and E-Tech system issues. This is the problem I would investigate most carefully on a hybrid Captur. The E-Tech system is sophisticated, but complexity can mean higher repair costs when something goes wrong. The Captur's E-Tech full hybrid uses an unusual multimode automatic transmission and electric motors as part of the hybrid system. Renault says the latest system is designed to prioritize electric driving and improve efficiency. But earlier versions of Renault's 1.6 E-Tech hybrid system have experienced documented transmission-related problems. Reports have included oil leakage around the gearbox, warning messages, starting problems, and cases where the transmission required major intervention. Here's the important distinction. These reports do not mean every 2025 Captur hybrid will suffer the same failure, but they do mean buyers should never assume that every hybrid transmission is automatically trouble-free. During a test drive, pay attention to unusual noises, harsh engagement, hesitation, warning messages, strange vibrations, or anything that feels inconsistent during low-speed acceleration. And before purchasing a used example, ask for its complete service history and verify whether all relevant technical campaigns or recall work has been completed. Problem number 3. Gearbox behavior and low-speed hesitation. Here's something many buyers misunderstand. Not every strange gearbox sensation means the transmission is about to fail, but ignoring abnormal behavior can be an expensive mistake. Owners of Renault Captur models have reported automatic gearbox complaints involving hesitation, jerky operation, shuddering, and delayed engagement. These symptoms can have different causes, including software, clutch, transmission, or calibration issues. On a test drive, don't only drive at 60 or 70 miles per hour. That's where many problems stay hidden. Instead, spend time in traffic. Move away gently from a stop. Crawl forward in a parking area. Reverse slowly. Accelerate lightly, then more firmly. Repeat the process several times. Why does this matter? Low-speed driving puts much more focus on how the transmission manages engagement and response. If the Captur repeatedly shudders, hesitates, clunks, or behaves differently from one attempt to another, don't simply assume its normal character. Have the car properly diagnosed before you buy it. Because replacing software might be relatively manageable, replacing major transmission components is a completely different financial story. Problem number 2. Engine management, injection, and electrical warning messages. Here's the scary part. A warning light doesn't always mean the component named in the message is actually the part that has failed. Renault Captur owners have reported engine management warnings, injection system messages, temporary power loss, and limp mode behavior. In some cases, the underlying cause can be sensors, wiring, ECU issues, or software rather than a catastrophic engine failure. And this is especially important because recall and software campaigns can affect vehicles without the owner immediately realizing it. For example, a UK recall announced in late 2025 concerned certain Renault vehicles built between September 2022 and July 2025 that required an injection computer software update. Without the update, the vehicle could potentially break down or fail to start. So here's your rule. Never ignore a recurring warning just because the car still drives normally. If you see messages such as check injection, engine warnings, or electrical system alerts, get the fault codes read and check your vehicles. VIN for outstanding campaigns. A warning light that costs a few minutes to diagnose is far better than discovering a serious fault after you've already handed over your money. Problem number 1. Ignoring recalls and technical campaigns. And this could be the most expensive mistake of all. Buying a Captur without checking its history. Recalls aren't something to panic about. They're designed to identify and correct specific safety or technical defects. The problem is when a buyer assumes that it's a 2025 model, so everything must already be perfect. That's not necessarily true. For certain Captur-related vehicles built between April 2024 and May 2025, a 2025 recall concerned a potential issue involving the parking brake, actuator, or gearbox engagement actuator that could affect correct positioning of the parking pole in park. The remedy involved replacing the affected actuator depending on the vehicle. This is why the VIN matters more than the model year alone. Two Captur vehicles from the same year can have completely different histories. One may have received every required update, while another may still have outstanding work. Before buying, contact Renault or use the appropriate official recall checking process for your market. Confirm that every outstanding campaign has been completed, then ask for documentation. It could save you from buying someone else's unresolved problem. So should you avoid the Renault Captur 2025? Here's the important takeaway. These potential problems don't automatically make the Renault Captur 2025 a bad car. In fact, the updated Captur has plenty going for it. Renault offers efficient powertrains, a modern interior, a large 10.4-inch open-R-Link display, extensive driver assistance technology, and a full hybrid system designed to reduce fuel consumption. The real mistake is buying one blindly. Check the electronics, test the gearbox carefully, investigate hybrid system behavior, scan for warning codes, verify recalls, and most importantly, inspect the car's history before signing anything. Because spending a little more time checking a Captur today could potentially save you a major repair bill tomorrow. And now I want to hear from you. Would these potential problems stop you from buying a Renault Captur 2025? Or would you still choose it for its efficiency, technology, and practicality? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Supercar for more honest car reviews, reliability warnings, and the problems you need to know before you buy.